Hi there, Wendy from the Voice of Clay Pottery in Brookline, New Hampshire. We are a conscious clay company using clay literally and figuratively, as if you are the clay. We offer divinations, Cowrie Shell Divinations, and I wanted to talk a little bit about that today so you have a better understanding of what that is. So this is a set of cowrie shells with stones and other items that get spread out on a cloth. And again, if you stay tuned, you'll see an example of this. I am now doing Friday divinations in regard to the world, inspiration and information from the ancestors about what is needed at this time. So it'll be a weekly thing to tune into to see what the guidance of the ancestors is. So if you're coming to have your own personal divination, you can ask a question or look for guidance, of course, around your purpose, your work, relationship. It can be anything. It's just a matter of honing in on the question. And then you put your hand on the shells and move them, which you'll see in a minute here. And the shells will move into different sections of the spread. There'll be different shells and stones next to different items, etc. So we interpret based on the placement of those things and where they have moved, what the message is from the ancestors. So hold on and you'll see an example. We start here with the ancestors who are next to healing and in the realm of water with a lot of other pieces. And the ancestors are confirming and affirming that right now what is needed for healing has to do with reconciliation and cleansing. And, there's a big shift happening now on the planet. So the ancestors are with us as we go through this big change and shift. And, we're all in a kind of wake-up call around many different issues. And the ancestors are indicating that a different kind of communication is being called for now that has to do with being more light-filled and coming from a higher perspective. Like the key to being able to cope with what is happening is to really reevaluate how you communicate and what kind of words you're using. Some of us are feeling more at home in the midst of the chaos. This is the earth right here in the water. So some of us are feeling like we're getting used to the chaos and non-clarity and sort of adjusting ourselves to go with the flow of all of that. This represents the person if you're in a divination solo, or all of us here in my Friday divination for the week. And this person is in the realm of communication, again, indicating a real need to evaluate, come to a different understanding of, look closely at, be aware of the words that you use and how you communicate in order to, it's like, this is the sophistication stone, it's like getting really sophisticated with your language and being better about articulating what it is you need to say. This ring over here is the relationship ring, and it is activated. And that indicates potentially a new love, I would say, emerging on the planet. That we are all coming into a different kind of relationship in co-creation in what's called a MWE space. It's not just a me space anymore. It has to do with all of us coming together, and you can see signs everywhere of that happening. And that's really activated right now. People are coming back to their true nature and are going to find their power in really becoming authentic and being transparent. This is the transformation stone. The snake is sideways. The ancestor is next to it on the earth. Big transformation on the earth. Like this is center stone. Also, again, next to another communication stone, indicating, if you don't know how to educate, if you don't know how to communicate, educate. You can find your power through the capacity to communicate. Our brilliance is going to come through in a different kind of relationship to spirit and the earth right now, and it is going to require our attention and willingness to show up daily to connect and communicate. And one of the ways that we can really support the earth and the changes right now is to tap into the deep wisdom of the earth and your real sense of knowing that this is your home, like taking it on as if it's your house or your car. The earth itself is our home, and I think a lot of people in their daily routine forget to stop and honor that. And this is an important time to, if you don't already, to take 2 minutes to just say a small prayer or place an offering outside in your garden, or do something that lets the earth know that you're nourishing, supporting, and honoring her. A lot of us are also being called to reorganize the mind and our perception of work. This is work, and it's again in the realm of nature. So I think this has to do with looking at the social structure that we have in place around what work is and why we do it, and reevaluating, coming back to more basic sense of our nature, and understanding that we want to come out of a place of love of what we do, and not just generating finances or money out of that, but contributing in a way that is sustainable. This is the stone that indicates the issue or the blockage, and as you can see, it's in the realm of communication and community. No surprise there. And ultimately, the healing is going to come by reorganizing and waking up to your capacity to go with the flow, reorganizing and being willing to shift your communication consciously, and really tapping into and coming to a different understanding of your true nature. That's it for today. Enjoy the week.